TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who Dat and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who Dat in all of us.
Thank you for making Saints Central
your black and gold home for the New Orleans Saints.
Who that say they gonna beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gonna beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gonna beat them Saints? Who that?
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Number one sports talking indeed. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies and the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, Who Dat Nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Who dat? To the black and gold family, we in this thing, man. Sports Coma. Monday night, week 17, Saints versus Panthers recap. Much love to the great Saint think tank and the black and gold nation. We're up in this thing for another episode of the Coma. Much love to you and yours. I appreciate everybody for joining us. 18-10 was the final in Sunday matchup against the Carolina Panthers. And like I've been saying for some time now, welcome, welcome, welcome. You're now rocking with the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, where we have intense, entertaining, educating, and enlightening sports talk from your favorite sports fam. I'm Big Q. I'm in the building. Much love to the great Saint think tank. As we get going in this thing, I salute you. Thank you, the Who Dat Nation, the Black and Gold Nation, for tuning in this thing. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And I appreciate the 60-plus subscribers that subscribed yesterday on our watch party or watch stream. I appreciate you guys for joining us. And welcome to the fam as well. Much love to all of you guys, everybody in the state, in the Saints stratosphere. Much love to the fam. All right, so fam, listen. The Saints did it, man. They took care of business against the Carolina Panthers. Finally, 11 quarters, almost 3 games of not scoring an offensive touchdown. The black and gold were able to get a score to extend the lead. One score would do it. And I'm telling you, if the Saints can be able to put up 20 to 21 points a contest, the defense and the special teams got them. And that could be 2 touchdowns by the offense and 2 field goals to make it 20 points. I promise you the defense is going to hold them down. I promise you the defense is going to take care of business. 20 to 21 points should be the measurement. And I know it seems difficult being that the Saints haven't been able to score any touchdowns over the almost 3 games. But listen, with that win in the final game in week 18 against the Atlanta Falcons, who were eliminated last week or the week before that, and we'll have the preview stream with my dog Big Low from Big Low's Country, the Atlanta super family member. He'll be joining us on our Thursday stream at 7 Central Time. So Big Low will come in and help preview the Atlanta game and our guest preview show on Thursday. So just to let you know, that's already in the works. So much love to the fam on this one. And that's the sticking point. If we could score 20 to 21 points a game, the defense got us, the special teams got us, I promise you. But anyway, let's get into it on this one. I appreciate the family for joining. The Saints get it 18-10 in the matchup. And listen, the player of the game, if anything, was Cam the Man Jordan. And I pick at the family members that said, Q, we should trade Cam. He ain't doing nothing. I pick at them. They true blue Saints people. But listen, like I said, when you got really good players, and the players, they go through laws when they have production woes. But listen, it wasn't an availability problem. Cam gets doubled, and sometimes he get doubled and chipped. So I mean, with him having this streak, they definitely gonna be looking for him, and I'm happy for the Saints seeing Cam really stepping up and then putting the defense and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, Demario Davis, and all the Saints people just riding with him. Of course, we should get some offensive pieces back and no more C19 stuff or very little C19 to impact us going into week 18 and hopefully further into the playoffs. There is. But anyway, let's get into this right here. Saints take care of business against the Panthers yesterday, 18-10. Saints 15-16 on the first downs. Carolina had them there. Saints were 5 of 13 on third down versus Carolina 6 of 14, 59-58. Play total, one play more was Carolina. The Saints had 280 yards of offense versus Carolina's 178. Total drives 11-10 advantage. Saints averaged almost 5 yards per play when it's all said and done. 2 plays, first down. That's how 2 rushes and 3 yards flat by the Carolina Panthers. And then the Saints held their passing attack to 90 stinking passing yards. And then 207, the Saints were able to put up against them while sacking the hell out of this guy 7 times for 42 yards and then picking him off and then forcing him to fumble. It was beautiful. And of course, the Saints absorbed 2 sacks, from Taysom Hill in the matchup. And then, of course, it looked promising for Carolina at first during the first half. Saints made the adjustments, cut off the faucet, no more water for you, Carolina. And they had 88 yards rushing on 26 attempts for 3.4. The Saints was -4 at halftime and were able to get up to 73 yards on 28 carries in the matchup. Red zone, Saints down there 3 times, converted 1 of the 3. Carolina, Nuskin, 0 for 1. Saints had 5 penalties for 33 yards against Jerome Booger's staff. And if you look at them, the Carolina Panthers played a flawless game, family. They only were attributed 1 penalty for 5 yards in your building. They were flawless, weren't they? The Carolina Panthers didn't make any mistakes. They weren't holding the hell out of Davenport every damn play. They weren't holding the hell out of David Onyemata on every play. They wasn't even holding Cam when he had a sack. The guy was holding him from behind to stop him from getting the quarterback. But Jerome Booger and his Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles staff didn't see anything. They had 1 penalty for 5 yards. Ain't NFL officiating lovely? But anyway, let's get back into it. As you can see, 2 turnovers for the Carolina Panthers. The fumble and the interception by the Saints made it happen. And of course, you can see the time of possession, 30 minutes and 31 seconds versus the Saints, 29 minutes and 21 seconds. 29 and 29 seconds. It's just funny because we fight, and people don't understand, man. They really don't understand until you become a black and gold person. Some teams do, but I tell people this all the time about the officiating. Now, listen, we had a fair, and I got to give them credit. Which game was that when they had a fish? I think it was which one? Was it the Jets game? Well, we had a fair officiating staff. I think it was the Jets game. Was it? Yeah, I think it was the Jets game. Then we had a real fair officiating game. I forgot the staff in it. What was it? Was it that? No, it was the Tampa Bay game. I'm sorry. The Tampa Bay matchup. The second time, we had a very fair officiating staff. I got to give them credit. But when you get chumps and morons like that Jerome Booger dude that was out there mispronouncing the calls and doing the wrong gestures, asking his people, what call was it again? Or was there? And then he goes this. Oh, my bad. And goes this way. It's just repugnant. So you seen Carolina, we seen him holding their ass off, and I'm a million miles away watching it on the screen, and he's sitting right up there looking at it like this and going, I don't see nothing. It's like the little animal with his hands over his head, his eyes, his ears, and his mouth. That's what the hell it is. But that's why I ride on the officials like I do. That's why I can't stand these officials. Because they're a bunch of scum, man. Especially NFL referees are the worst. They stupid. They're stupid. They're corrupt. They're incredibly back-ass. And I'll ride on them hard because it should be a standard. It shouldn't all be as dumb as what they are, that they campaigning for full-time jobs. I say don't give none of you bastards any jobs. You can stay part-time, you don't deserve it. And they're going to do that anyway to control them. So they don't need to listen to me on that. Anyway, Taysom Hill, 17 of 28 for 222 yards, 8 yards per throw for Taysom and 1 touchdown. 2 sacks he took, but he had a rating of 97.6. The QBR wasn't all of that. But listen, the reality is that Taysom Hill if you look at the numbers indicate Taysom played a pretty fairly game. And listen, there were several plays where Taysom almost threw interceptions. He threw dangerous passes. His passes were behind and not on target, but he did. I've got to give him credit. I'm going to give Taysom Hill credit. He needs to work on his short and intermediate accuracy, but I got to give him credit today. And credit today and yesterday is the fact that he didn't turn the ball over and he did what he needed to do to win the game. He outpassed Sam Darnold. So, I mean, that was something as well, because a lot of people going into the game thinking it probably wasn't going to be the case. But he had 222 yards and a touchdown versus Sam Darnold's 132 yards there with an interception. So, I mean, even though Darnold was racked by that fierce Saints defense, he had 7 sacks. Taysom absorbed 2. But not only that, but it was the production of Taysom Hill. Got to get a man credit. I'm a fair dude. Taysom Hill with his, and it wasn't always pretty, but he did enough passing wise and also running wise to give the Saints offense an opportunity as they finally broke that almost 3-game streak of no offensive touchdowns. So I'm a fair dude, man, and I got to give Taysom Hill his comeuppance, man. Or like my dog DC said, his propers. Yeah, DC must have been born in the 90s or something with that term. But anyway, yeah, he did it. And like he was the leading rusher for the team, 12 carries for 45 yards in the game behind on top of Elvin Kamara's 13 for 32 for a total of 28 rushes for 73 yards. Callaway was his main target, 6 catches for 97 yards off of 10 targets. And of course, you look at Elvin Kamara's 5 for 68 and the lone touchdown score from that gave Taysom his touchdown as Elvin moves in, just walks right on in. LeJardan Humphrey had 2 catches for 26 yards. Deontay Harris-Harty had 2 catches for 23 yards. Juwan Johnson was thrown that twice, had 1 catch for 4 yards. And had he thrown it a little lower, I think Juwan would have had both those catches. And Prentice, of course, got a catch for 4 yards in the matchup. Davenport recovered a fumble in the game. Cam Jordan was masterful. Cam, 3.5 sacks on the night, 8 tackles from him. He put on a master night for Cam, the man. I call him Killer Cam Jordan, because he really hurt the hell out of Carolina in the matchup. Quan Alexander, 8 tackles and a half a sack. He was doing his thing. Malcolm Jenkins came back, had 6 tackles in the game. Christian Ringo came in that thing and was very active, had 6 tackles as well. And Paulson Adebo and Demario Davis follow behind those guys. And of course, you look at the half a sack from Quan Alexander, 1 sack by PJ Williams in the forced fumble. Big ups to PJ Williams doing this damn thing. That old handshake coordinating. PJ Williams, another guy I got to give credit to. My dog Teal picked at me on that. But, you know, and tragic. They pick, and Swade, they pick at me. And Swade called it. Swade actually made a call. He said, man, PJ Williams, bro, is going to lead the Saints in interceptions. I don't know if he's still in interception lead. I want to say he still is. I think he got like 3 or 4 picks. Y'all correct me in the Great Saint Think Tank chat. Let me know how many picks does PJ. But regardless or not, PJ Williams look a lot different. I mean, this is the best I've ever seen PJ Williams. You know what I'm saying, family? This is the best, most confident, smartest, productive version of PJ Williams that I ever seen. And then again, you go back and listen to the earlier streams when we brought in our defensive backs coach, Chris Richard, who came over from Dallas and Seattle. I said when he came in, Chris Richard is going to take a lot of these guys that don't look good when it was with Aaron Glenn or that was trending down, and he's going to take these guys and make them see the game differently. He's going to motivate them, because that's Richard is passionate and he's a real good motivator. And I think that's something that he did, and he wanted to build what he called a Legion of Boom and the Saints black and gold secondary. Now, with the defense looking lights out, I wouldn't call our secondary the Legion of Boom yet, but you can see obvious improvement and guys like PJ Williams, even Ken Crawley when he was healthy. Paulson Adebo been starting from day one, and Paulson Adebo looks like he been out there. He looks like he was born on a football field, going out there having supreme confidence, almost just like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson did when he was a rookie. So, I mean, then Chauncey's play, with his confidence and giving him a little bit more discipline in what he's doing. So I got to get even like his impact was just not only with the rookies, but also veterans like PJ, like even to Marcus Williams, even to a degree, you can see improvement in his game as he had a stretch of games where Marcus Williams was showing out, looking at the passes, covering, doing his thing. Now, he had a few flubs in there, but Marcus Williams, you have to give it to him. There was a lot of improvement from the Saints secondary, and a lot of that you got to give it to Chris Richard because he came in here and made those guys see another way. He's a terrific coach. Anyway, let's get back to it. So that old handshake coordinator, got to give him credit, man. He stepped up and stepped out. All right. So, and also Chauncey Gardner-Johnson had an interception in the matchup as well. Deontay Harris was a guy that had 2 kick returns for 63 yards, a 31.5 on the return right there. And then Meyer hit, even though he missed the extra points, but his 12 points in the game helped the Saints get clear of this thing. 4 field goals, the longest of which was 41, and it's so comforting. After the musical chairs position at the kicker position, we finally have a kicker that's hitting the kicks. And it's kind of solidified along with Blake Gillikin, who's punting them into the next state, and just love what the Saints special teams are doing. The defense is looking really good. The offense, baby, we just need you to give us 2 touchdowns, score either 2 touchdowns and give the special teams opportunity to get 2 field goals. 20 to 21 points a game is what we need. And I'm telling you, we will. That's all we need to take care of business against these teams that we coming up. That Saints defense, man. I'm telling you, we looking pretty good there. But anyway, let's finish that up, fam. On the Saints side, as you can see, I'm not going to even talk about the poor Carolina Panthers. I don't want to rub salt in their wounds even further than what they are as the Saints take it from them 18-10. So, man, what can I tell you? It was a kind of a boring game at first, and then it kind of turned itself on. Like after the second half, and you start seeing a lot of stuff starting to occur. As something happened, something clicked in the Saints. We was like, come on, y'all. Let's get a touchdown. And they finally was able to get that offensive touchdown. And I'm saying is with that, it's almost like we punched through the wall. Could they come to a sort of like a come to Jesus moment? You know what I mean? Where you see, okay, we seen the light, baby. Like we seen the light now. Now we know what we're doing. Is that it? Is that a stretch? Might be a stretch, baby. But listen, you never know, man. You never know what confidence and how the Saints are feeling. You never know with that confidence, fam. So anyway, let's get on to this one, the story, and we'll get through it as the Fox game, the broadcast, and this coming from NewOrleansSaints.com. As Fox will broadcast New Orleans Saints Atlanta Falcons game at 3:25 p.m. Sunday, January the 9th. Saints win plus a San Francisco loss will get your black and gold in the playoffs. So, yeah, so they flexed the game. The Saints playing 3:25. This is for the marbles to go to the playoffs. We cannot let the Atlanta Falcons, baby, who are already eliminated, and our worst opponent, our worst rival, take this from us. They will not take this from us. We will flatten the Falcons. We will have we'll have Falcon. We're gonna have a January Thanksgiving. That's right. That's what we're gonna do. Ain't no doubt about it. We got to take care of the business. Ain't no doubt about it against the Atlanta Falcons. We got to go up there to Mercedes-Benz Stadium and kick them in the tail. And listen, the Saints play for whatever's going on this year. The Saints, even though they're not going to be home, I'm not mad at that this year because the Saints have struggled winning games in the Dome, and they were able to do something really big besides get the second win of the season in the Dome this year when they were able to beat Carolina yesterday. So they only had, prior to that, the Tampa Bay win. So they were able to eclipse that, and then also the touchdown. So I love what the direction, the energy. We're not perfect. We're not perfect, but we're headed in the right direction. So we're going to need some help there to make this stuff happen. But anyway, that's one of the articles right there, as well as you can see they flexing the Saints. And, of course, it's as simple as this. Saints win, 49ers losing. The 49ers are playing the Rams. So hopefully they don't come up in there and be like, oh, well, we're gonna rest our guys for the playoffs and let the whatchamacallit win. Because listen, the Saints get up in the playoffs. I know a lot of people talking that smack, but let me tell you something. The Saints getting them playoffs, you better watch the hell out. To all those little guys in there talking that crap about the Saints, I'm telling you, nobody want to see the Saints in the playoffs. I'm gonna keep it trill and the buck with you on that, baby. We're gonna do that. That's my dog, Big Low. What's up, Low? That's my dog, Big Low. No disrespect, Low, my dog. But we got to get it, baby. We got to get it. All right. Right. Okay. That's a Superman chat. All right, Lo. I can't do it as good as you, bro. That's your thing. Thank you, Lo. Appreciate you. Much love to you and the family, man. Appreciate you being in the building, bro. We're gonna see my dog, Big Lo, this Thursday. He'll be on the guest preview stream. We'll be breaking that game down, and Big Lo will give us all of the meat and potatoes of that thing. Yeah, I know we got to wake up. I got you, JT. Offense just got to wake up. Bro, I said it. Do y'all agree with me, fam? If the Saints can put up 20 to 21 points a game from the next game against the Falcons up until into the playoffs with a San Francisco loss, do you think that's enough with the Saints special teams and the Saints defense, how they're playing right now, to win in the playoffs? Y'all guys let me know. Let me throw that at y'all. Because if it holds true, like let's say the scenario plays out, and I don't want to look past the Falcons right now. We need to take care of business with the Falcons. So I'm not going to disrespect the Falcons, because you could throw out the records when the Falcons and the Saints meet. When the Saints and the Falcons meet, throw out the records. It don't mean nothing. It's always a passionate and real interesting game. So we can't poo-poo that. But let's just say for just this here, and then we'll move on. Win against the Falcons upcoming week. Let's say 49ers lose. You'll be facing down the Los Angeles Rams. You'll be facing, and listen, every team in the playoffs in the NFC, you got a grudge with them. Let me tell you something. You got a grudge with every last one of them. You got the Rams. I don't have to tell you what you're grudging for about the Rams. Listen, you know who don't want to see you in the playoff? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They praying that the Saints lose to the 49ers. They damn sure praying. I hear you, Jermaine. He said, I don't have faith in Taysom. But y'all tell me, is 21 to 20 or 21 points enough with the Saints defense? And especially now, listen, that's 2 touchdowns for the Saints offense and 2 field goals. Is that good enough? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Big Sean said, Q, I disagree. 25 to 27 points will beat the Falcons because of their offense. Okay. Well, my dog, Big Sean says, no, he wants 25-27. We'll see it, Coach Payton, if he can figure it out. JT says 17 to 21 points. So that's what I'm saying. We'll see how it all shakes and move when it goes down to the go down, baby. But it's going to be fun watching what's going on. All right, Mr. Pop says, Q, if the Rams lose, they go to the 5th seed, which means no guaranteed home game. At least that's how I think it works. Let me know. Well, the Rams, for what I remember from the playoff picture, the Rams are still jostling. They're still jostling positions. So it's not written in stone that movement can happen up until the last week. So that's really cool that in the 18th week, remember, this is the week that people didn't want to see in an NFL, where we shortened the preseason for this week. And it's been a very eventful week because each one of those teams, a lot of those teams there, are jostling for where they'll fall in the playoff picture. Now, the Saints, the best they can do with wins and loss, with a win with Atlanta and a loss by San Francisco, is the 7th position, which will put them in line with the Rams going out to Los Angeles, which, like I said, the Saints play better on the road this year. I don't know what that is, but they just feel better and play better on the road. I don't get it, but it is what it is. And if things shape out, they will be a road team throughout the summation of things that occur. So listen, people like you, why would you want them to make the playoffs? Because that's our standard. Our standard is not playing for draft picks, family. That's why I'm against that. I am totally against that crap. I'm against that because you're not guaranteed anything. When let's say they give you a 5th, a 5 pick, or a 6 pick, or a 7 pick, or an 8 pick. What the hell are you going to do with it? I mean, that's not is not a guarantee of anything. It's not a guarantee from anything that you will be come out on top. Look at the Detroit Lions and all these other teams that bungled a lot of these high picks. I mean, if you know what you're doing, and we got Jeff Ireland for president operating the scout, we're gonna find talent. We always do, regardless of where we fall in the draft in the 20s. We're gonna find some heavy hitters, we're gonna find some playmakers. We just got to be looking. And Jeff Ireland, one of the best in the business at that. Look at how you got these undrafted guys that you continually bringing on the team, turn them into Pro Bowlers. Deontay Harris, Harty, and JT Gray. These were undrafted guys we found on the street and was basically paying them with bubblegum money to make up. And then Harris turns into a Pro Bowl several years ago. And JT Gray is a Pro Bowler now. Christian Ringo, undrafted guy, came in here, gave you what, six tackles in the game against Carolina last week? I mean, yesterday. So, I mean, the Saints will make good. And like a lot of people mad about the Ruiz. Hey, I ain't going to justify the Ruiz pick. Listen, he on his own with that one. But for the most part, the Saints do find good talent, man. We're getting good talent. The linebacker from Ohio State was a good pickup. I think Zach Bond, they're not using them correctly. You know, I like to see what Quan Alexander can do. Landon Young, I think he was a good pick, a solid pick. But the Cesar Ruiz thing, I think just Cesar is playing out of position. That's what it is to me. I think some of these guys, like Ruiz, is playing out of position. And if you shift him to his natural position and leave him the hell alone, I think you'll have success there. So anyway, I think we'll be fine, man, moving forward with the picks. But anyway, let's get into this, and then I'll open the phone lines here for the family members. Hit the like button for me, family. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button as well. Once again, much love to my brother Big Low. Saints have one path to the playoffs. Here's how they can secure the number 7th seed. And of course, it's very simple. I can go to this long ass article by Amy because she's real thorough. She gives you the percentage and everything. She likes using the 538 to source her numbers and the chances and all this kind of stuff. But as simple as the Saints win. As you can see how how things line up currently right now. This is what it is right now. Packers, Rams, Bucks, Cowboys, Cardinals, Niners, and Eagles right now. And of course, we can't do nothing with this one because they beat you in the head-to-head. You need this team to lose, and then you'll jump right ahead of them. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. You got to beat Atlanta, and that's going to be a tough matchup. Don't look past Atlanta looking at nobody else. Atlanta is not going to be easy because that's just what it is. Atlanta and the Saints throw out the damn records when they come together. All right, no matter what the record is, the Eagles have that 10-7 or 9-8 will have the number 6 seed. If the Saints win, they'll be at 9-8. If the 49ers lose, they'll be at 9-8. In the event of a three-way tie between the Eagles, Saints, Niners at 9-8, this is how it gets broken down. We know that any scenario that does not, and I'm not going to cover all this longness and talk about all this stuff, but any scenario that does not end with the Saints winning in Week 18 and the 49ers losing in Week 18 means not good news for you, which means then you'll go back in your Saints brain and say, damn, I wish I would have had that Giants game. Damn, I wish I would have had that first Atlanta Falcon matchup. You know what I'm saying? That's when you're going to start going down that schedule. Damn, I wish I had that Miami Dolphin game back when we couldn't do nothing with them. And then Titans come in the next week and beat them into the ground. And them people still buried today. They got to get a forklift and a bunch of shit to pull a backhoe to get them on out of the ground. They still buried today. Titans beat the Miami Dolphins into the ground. You know, and that was a week after the Saints. We couldn't do a damn thing with the Miami Dolphins. Them people took the Dolphins out of the water and put them on dry land right now. I mean, they beat them into the ground. So, I mean, hammered the literal hell out of them people. So, wish I had that one back. But that's what happened when you don't take care of your business, baby. You got to pray for everybody else to lose and all this kind of old jibber jabber here. So, it ain't cut in stone. You can't say we're going to beat the Falcons. No. The Falcons are a dangerous team. How cute. They've been eliminated. It's the Saints and the Falcons always. It don't matter as is at the start of the year or at the end of the year. The Saints and Falcons always get it on. Bottom line. So it won't be a cakewalk at all. I'm telling you, it's not going to be that way. So I mean, even though the good news is that Taysom Hill did beat the Atlanta Falcons. When was that? Last year? In both of his opportunities. Was that last year or the year before? I think it was the year before that. And he did have success against Atlanta. He does tend to play better against Atlanta. He does. So that's a positive. So we'll see how it all shake going on the other side. But anyway, man, listen, the Saints are in position. People saying, Q, forget the playoffs. Yeah, that's right. I got a good memory. That's right. And I ain't going to call people out, man. I'm going to just pick at them. You know what I'm saying? I know who it was out there saying, Q, to call it the season over with. The Saints ain't going to make the playoffs. They're not going to do nothing. Q, you need to start doing draft shows. You need to start talking about who they're going to draft. I said, no, I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm not talking about no damn draft. The hell with you can miss me with that crap. I'm not talking about no damn draft right now. I'm sorry. I'm not. We got football to play. You talking about the draft? Hell no. There's a time and a place for everything. And right now in my world, I'm not talking about no goddamn draft. We got games to win. We got things to do. We got things to do. How dare you tell me to talk about the draft right now? The hell with the draft. Text say, who that big Q brother? As of right now, we don't have a playoff caliber QB to carry. That's all right, though. Text Saint, he says on the playoff run, and don't be deceived by our defense thinking they will carry us either. Listen, I'm not deceived by the defense. I'm not deceived, no. What I'm saying is that it is a work in progress, no doubt about it. It's nothing perfect about the Saints offense. I keeps it real on. I don't give you, I'll come here and give you fantasy speak. I don't tell you, oh, the Saints are going to beat everybody and win the Super Bowl. I don't do that. I'm a realist. And as a realist, I look at my squad and I look at how my squad's playing. I'll study the film and I say, my goodness, we have a lot of work to do. But I'm telling you, it says a lot for a team. And listen, you cannot deny the fact that this team has a heart and, like old folks word, gumption. Stick-to-itiveness. When the last time you heard that one? I'm just saying this team is a very interesting team. It really is. Because Drew Brees retires. And usually when you lose your franchise first ballot Hall of Fame quarterback, you go down and then you don't make the playoffs. You disappear. Now, granted, we still haven't made the playoffs yet. But the fact that the Saints are in position for a playoff, despite the fact that we lost Jameis in the first game with Tampa Bay when they pulled him down and tore his legs up, and he's doing pretty well in the rehab. I showed yesterday footage of what was it, yesterday? Or no, it was the Saturday stream. I showed footage of Jameis throwing in rehab. He's throwing the ball and he's on his way back. So you lose Jameis, who was doing a really solid job. He had 14 touchdowns versus three interceptions. Man, if Jameis would have stayed healthy, I can only imagine what those numbers would have been. But at the end of the day, you got the Saints still in position. Besides, you have a quarterback, and I'm a realist about Taysom. I know Taysom is an extraordinary athlete, but struggles to play the quarterback position. And people, when I be giving criticism, be like, oh, no, Q, you be hammering them too hard. I'm like, no, I'm not hammering them too hard. I'm not giving them nothing that I'm not seeing that he is. Like when I made the observation about Taysom Hill playing, listen, fam, there's not too many players that can play quarterback. I mean, that can play, not quarterback. Hold, let me strike the quarterback. Let me take that back. Who play wide receiver, running back, tight end, and special teams. Listen, to do that, and he does it better than guys to a degree. He was doing it better than guys who were sitting in that room full time. Now, tell me that, put one in the chat or put check in the chat. He was outplaying wide receivers to the point that he was keeping them on the bench. Remember, he was doing that to Traquan Smith. He was outplaying Traquan Smith to the point that Coach Payton had Traquan on the bench and Taysom Hill was out there playing wide receiver. Check. Remember that? He was also stealing reps from running backs when Latavius Murray was here. Latavius Murray's on the bench while Taysom Hill in there running. Remember that? Give me a check on that. And also at the tight end position. And he was outperforming many special teams players. He was in there getting blocks and breaking through and making tackles up the field and all that kind of stuff. And I'm saying it takes an intelligent player to do that because you got to know what you're doing. And it's not just luck that he performs better than guys that he's not even in the room 50% of the time. But with that said, the mindset shows a high IQ football-wise, period, that he's an intelligent person. But my commentary during the game is why I'm so frustrated with watching Taysom is, damn, Taysom, you play wide receiver, tight end, running back. You should have a good, not just a great idea, but an excellent, superb idea of how the wide receiver formations go, the routes and all this kind of stuff go, right? Check. You should have a deeper understanding, understanding, however you want to use it, of the schemes than a regular quarterback who doesn't play wide receiver or running back or tight end. You're actually doing the work and studying the work. So I'm like, oh, damn, with his knowledge of the wide receiver routes, his knowledge of the tight end routes, his knowledge of the running back routes and schemes, he should be able to pull that into his quarterback psyche and use that to just take him to a next level in his development. That's my thought process, which is logical, but it don't translate out like that. It don't. He's still struggling. If you put the film on, he's still struggling to figure out which routes or which way his wide receivers are going. He's still trying to figure out Kamara. And you can see it with Callaway. Some of those balls were on Callaway, and Callaway dropped several balls that he shouldn't have dropped. One of which, and then in the balls that he was catching was balls that he had to extend out to get. So all of them wasn't on Callaway, but Callaway made the adjustments. But he could have made Taysom look a lot better if he would have caught most of those balls that he was thrown to him. He wasn't throwing them at his feet this time. But in the matchup, you can see times when Taysom just gets lost. He don't know where they're going. And that's a communication issue. You got to understand. Talk to him. Yeah, I'm the quarterback. Listen, we're going to do this. I'm coming to you. You're the guy I'm going to. You the number. And obviously, Callaway was the guy he was targeting in the game because he threw to him 10 times. But that's the thing about Taysom. That's why I'm like, in my head, people don't have faith in Taysom. I'm like, damn, at some point in time, that's got to click. That's got to click where he said, okay, I got it. Because of his uniqueness to play those positions, give him an extra insight into those positions that quarterbacks who never played wide receiver or running back or tight end have. They don't have that. He does. So I'm like, does that click? And does he get on the same page with his wide receivers? Simply communication. So it's a matter of time. And then that accuracy thing, short and intermediate accuracy is so needs so much work. And you don't have to turn into Joe Montana, or even who Coach Payton refers to him as Steve Young, which he's not. But even at this juncture, if he can just work on that accuracy, man, and get those plays together where he knows where they're going and communicate, okay, I'm cutting this way. You know what I'm saying? That'll make a hell of a difference, man. And like I'm saying, I'm not asking Taysom to score. Oh, Taysom, you got to put 28 points up to win the game. I really do think that the Saints can win games if they score 21 points a game. You can even win 20 points a game. And I'm not underestimating the defense or overestimating the defense. I think the Saints can do that. I can't. I really do. I think they can win games if the Saints score 21 points a game. You would beat the Dolphins, right? What was the score with the Dolphins game? What was the score with the Dolphins? Would the Saints have beaten the Dolphins if they scored 21 points in the game? What was the score on the Dolphins game? Let me see if I can pull that up. What was the score on the Dolphins game? Yeah, if 21 points, yeah, they would have beat the Dolphins because the score would have been 21-20. The Saints scored 3 points a game. You know, that might have not worked against the Cowboys because the Cowboys scored 27. That might not have worked against the Bills who put 31 up on you, or even the Eagles who put 40 on you, but the Saints still scored 29 in the matchup. We just didn't do that well. But against the Dolphins, 21 would have been good enough. And I don't think they would have scored 20 points either if the Saints were scoring with them. I think it had been a different effect. But what I'm saying is the Saints know where the strengths are. There is no foolishness about this. You know what your team is. You know what your team is right now. They're a defensive, bust your ass team that plays fast and furious. The special teams will kick field goals and we'll hit them when you get them in range. Saints simply have to. I'm not putting too much on them. I'm saying, listen, give me 2 or 3 touchdowns a game, and I think we can have some success. Bottom line, if you're struggling to do that, then I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know. But anyway, that's enough of me babbling. Let me go ahead and bring some of the great Saint Think Tank family members up in this thing. All right. Much love to the fam. All right. 3 L's. I see you, baby. Much love to 3 L's. I'm not going to even try. I'm not going to even go there with you. It's 3 L's in the building. I'm not going to try. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Ant-Man, what's up, fam? So how long has it been you're working on this? I know he's been, bro. Damn. Bro, at one point I was watching Taysom Hill's accuracy. It looked like it was improving, but damn, I was like, damn, man. It's crazy because Taysom is a big ball of energy. But in the first half of the game against the Carolina Panthers, he was dead as a hammer. I was like, man, what's going on here? The Saints offense is bland, boring. You know, like you go to a cafeteria and they got you tasting and it's bland. You got to put salt, peppers, slap your mama, Zatarans, everything on it to spice it up. That's what the Saints offense looked like. They didn't have any flavor to them. It was bland. It was just ugh. This sucks. But then later in the second half, it all turned over. And that's what I'm saying. They're a ball. Taysom Hill's a ball energy. Why? I just want him to bring that intensity and that excitement as a quarterback. But at times you look at his body language, and I pay attention to body language. Y'all know that. His body language wasn't exuding to me confidence, was it? It wasn't. He didn't have confident body language. The Saints offense did, but some kind of way they got a touchdown. So, I mean, we should get some pieces back. Hopefully Ryan Ramczyk, I know Teron Armstead probably not. We'll get McCoy back, so that gives some guys back to the offensive line. Well, we don't have a bunch of slow-ass, crazy-ass backups, man. My goodness, those backups are awful. I ain't trying to talk about nobody, but they like bad groceries. You go to the store, and then you go up in there, and you just was distracted, and you buy some eggs, and then you get home and realize that the egg carton you bought, it had 3 or 4 eggs in there that was smashed. Like, damn. It's like you ain't get your money's worth because you done went up in there, you wasn't doing what you're supposed to do. You ain't checked them eggs. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Or you go up in the store and you just reach and get some milk and you ain't check the expiration date. Oh yeah, yeah. So you trying to force everybody in the house to drink that milk before it expires. I know y'all. I know what y'all do. All right, so anyway, here you go. I'm gonna bring brother Trey Joseph. Listen, fam, if y'all won't get on the show, please feel free to hit upon the link in the chat. Right, I mean it's pinned to the top of the chat. I'm gonna be going to about I say 8:30, but I'll extend out to 9 o'clock. Then I'll shut it off after then. Got the Pelican post game report to do right now. As the Pelicans are beating the Utah Jazz 40-38. So as I'm talking to you, I'm watching the game as well. So with that being said, let me bring in brother Trey Joseph to the stream. Trey, who that to you and welcome to the show, fam.
Who that, Big Q? You already know ESPN ain't fucking with us over here at the Sports Coma.
Appreciate you, Trey.
I just saw a couple things. I think Marquez Callaway is going to really benefit from Michael Thomas if he ever comes back, when he comes back, because he has not had the tutelage of an all-world receiver his entire 2 years being with the Who Dat Nation. Imagine his development if he could learn and watch how Michael Thomas prepares for a game, how he breaks down film, how he runs certain routes here and there. He has not had that since he's been a rookie, and that's really stifled his development. I mean, we have Deontay Harris, and Deontay Harris is our longest tenure receiver on the roster right now. Oh, and Traquan Smith, but he's so. I believe our entire wide receiver room would greatly benefit. I like seeing little Jordan Humphries get the PT he's been getting. It's great to see that. That's what I wanted to see. Him progressing his development. And what did I see else? Did I see yesterday? I think our O-line played a little bit better than they have been. I mean, granted, the bar wasn't very high, but it was something. I mean, we got points on the board. That's all you can ask from them. We got a field goal range, kick the field goals. I think our addition of what his name is, Meyer.
Yeah, Maher. You talking about the kicker?
Yes, he was a great pickup because we were struggling. It was hard knowing that our field goal unit was going to be out there in crunch time situations, and it was going to most likely miss the field goal in the middle of the season without Will Lutz. I mean, Will Lutz earned his money for sure. Whenever he gets back, he will be greatly appreciated. So with Jameis Winston, but That's if he comes back. We don't even know what our quarterback situation is. I ain't even gonna go there. But that's all I had to say, Q. I appreciate you letting me come on the platform. And who that?
You're the man, Trey. Appreciate you, bro. And who that to you,
You are
bro?
too, Q.
Appreciate you, bro. Peace. That's brother Trey, man. Always like to hear brother Trey, man. Brother Trey is a smart dude, man. He love the Saints and the Pelicans, man. He be in the Pelican post game report too. We have fun, man. Brother Ram says, "Who that Q?" I came on yesterday, aka Ramsey. Yeah, I remember Ramsey the Bishop. Yeah, but just wanted to let you know again that my wife and I had went to the Dolphins game last Monday night and still had a good time. That's good, bro. That's good, bro. You have a good time, man. You didn't let the loss spoil your afternoon, bro. So that's good, man. You know, and even though it was a tough loss to the Dolphins, but the Saints still in it, man. And my goodness, that was one we shouldn't have let go. But like I said, a lot of family members listen, and the family members telling me about Taysom Hill. Listen, you're not wrong about his accuracy issues, because if you listen to the live streams, that's what I'll be calling out. I'm not a person that is blinded by what you call fandom. I'm not a fan. I do not like that term. I do not. People use it for themselves. That's fine if you use it for yourself. But I don't call myself that. I'm not a fanatic behind the black and gold. In many instances, we drive the black and gold. It's our money, it's our energy, it's our passion, and our our accountability to keep people accountable is what helped drive the black and gold. I'm from that school of the old school Who Dats who held the Saints accountable when they were trash back in the day and they were putting on the brown bags. It was those people who are responsible for the winning that you see now. It was those people. It wasn't in the other people that was just not, oh, don't question them and all this kind of nonsense. Who the hell are they? I mean, listen, nobody is above accountability. Nobody. And when we start letting people get over or not be held accountable, then you start getting these people that got the big heads and they start having these star mentalities because you're not holding them to the accountability. If I can be held to accountability about the things that I say, then so can they. You're not no different than I am. You're not better than I am, and I'm not better than you. We're the same. So if accountability, if I can be held to it, they can be held to it. That's the mindset that I have as an old school Saints person, to keep it real with you. So when people say you can't criticize this guy, you can't criticize, who are they, Jesus? Who they, the Pope? Who they, the prophet? I mean, come on. No, man, cut that out. You are the one funding the team. It's your dollars, it's your energy. You think they paying for the arena? Like, I always go into the economic spiel because you are the base of everything that goes on. If it wasn't for you, there would be no Dome, there would be no Saints, there would be no nothing. There wouldn't be a reason for them to be down here if it wasn't for the diehards. But diehard don't mean be a dumbass. No, it means holding people to making them accountable. When they screw up and do stuff that's anti-foundational or anti-fundamental, then you do have the right not just to go out and be like, oh, this guy. No, I don't do that. But what I do is I keep it real and I do my best to hold them accountable to the best of my ability. I don't play that stuff because, like I told you before, you hold these guys, you don't hold these players to their to accountability, or these coaches to accountability. They can go somewhere else and hurt you. Look at Tommy Morstead right now punting for the Atlanta Falcons. He proud to be a Falcon too. You think you'll do that? You gonna take that black and gold jersey off and put on the Falcon jersey? You gonna do that if you're black? Hell no, you don't change your stripes. You like that old tiger. You ain't gonna change them stripes. You're gonna keep them stripes. You're not gonna shed your skin like a serpent and put on another team jersey because they paying you. Hell no. No, you are Saints through and through. And I keep telling people that it's the team first and everybody else is second in terms of the players, because they can leave and go somewhere and go to another team and end up coming back in. Morstead's gonna punt against you in the Falcons matchup. I told you, man, they just hired guns. And I know about that because I've been through that when I seen Martin Anderson do it. I seen Joe Horn do it. I seen countless other black and gold people leave from here and go over there and put on that Falcon jersey. And you could have picked a million teams, but they picked that team. They picked that team to go to. A lot of them did it. Bobby Hebert told you he did it because it was personal. You know, so they do that to hurt you. Just think about that. But I come from the old school. I don't forget none of that, man. That's what shaped my thinking. I was like, this son of a bitch. You don't tell me this. I'm just go over there. Man, I was upset, man, back in the day. And I was like, that taught me a lot, man. That's why to our younger family members out there, they don't have that perspective because a lot of them picked up when the Saints were winning. All they know is Saints winning. They don't know what it is for the Saints not to win. And for people that have just that perspective, you got to remember, it's different perspectives. They don't too much know about the hurt of the bad days or the fact that we had to deal with Tom Benson, who was trying to take the team to San Antonio and trying to get us to pay for a stadium when the team was barely winning 5 games a year. The team sitting up here stanking up the joint. They smell worse than a toxic waste dump, but you want a brand new stadium. People like, hell no, the hell you, and take this team, get your ass up. For real. And the only thing that saved that was when Katrina came through and wiped out the dome, and then they renovated it to the standards to make it what it is. And still today, since Katrina came down here, they're still putting $200-300 million into dome renovations to keep it so-called state of the art so the Saints can bank out. The Saints aren't going anywhere. So, you know, you got people out there, Saints going this. No, fam, forget that. Saints are not going anywhere. They're banking out. They don't pay any taxes. They don't pay no rent on them buildings they in. And then they're giving them skyscrapers and paying them rent for the rent out the sky, all this stuff. They're banking out down here. They're banking out, buying up rental properties, all that. I keep a tune, all that. I don't report on a lot of that stuff because I keep it more on the football side. Now, if it touches the economics of certain things, I'll cover it. But I'll be paying attention to all that, bro. I'm a money dude, man. So I got to pay attention to the economics. The economics of football come before football itself. If the contracts and the money ain't right, you won't see football on the field. I'm just trying to educate a lot of people who don't know, a lot of you who don't know that. A lot of you know that, of course. So I'm just talking at the youngsters right now. But anyway, much love to the fam. If y'all won't pop in, I'll be going live to about 9 o'clock. The link is in the chat right here. We got the Falcons coming up. Hit the link, is at the top of the Saint chat if you want to pop in. Much love to Trey, who popped in. Big ups to the rest of the family members in the live stream as well. So, like I said, I know, see, Josh was discussing most said punt for the Falcons. And he got pictures of himself with the jersey on and all that. And no disrespect to my dog, Lo, but he know what I'm talking about. That's like me saying, Lo, listen, you're not a Falcon man no more. I'm gonna give you this black and gold jersey. He say, oh, I respect you, Q, but I ain't putting that damn jersey on. I ain't putting that damn jersey on. You know, and that's fair. That's fine. I respect you, a black and red man. I'm a black and gold man. You know what I'm saying? That's how we is, baby. We ain't gonna shed that skin. But a lot of these are contractors, man. They'll play for whoever pay them the bread. Seriously, that's how it operates. That's how it goes. You don't think if the Atlanta, and my dog Lo told me this, that Atlanta be looking at Jameis? You know what I'm saying? You do have Fontenot there. Could he come there and say, let's bring, could they offer some money to get Jameis there? That's something that we're not thinking about. But other teams could be interested in bringing Jameis out there. You see what I'm saying? They might feel like they want to go ahead and grab him and bring him out there. So you never know, dude. You never know how they go. Now he's like, nah, I ain't gonna take that $3-4 million more a year to stay with the Saints for $1 million or $2 million. You see what I'm saying? I respect the hustle, but at the same time, they mentality, like I understand that's how it goes monetarily speaking. Understand that's how I go over here. I'm not changing my stripe, baby. I'd rather die black and gold, man, all the way down, baby. That's how it's gonna be. But anyway, man, let me bring in some family members here. We got some family members on the line. Like I said, if you won't pop in, hit the link at the top of the chat. Get on up in here. I'm gonna be going live to about 9. I'm gonna cut it off because I got the Pelican post game report. So let's bring some family members in here.
You're in the show.
All right, what's up, Tubbs? What's happening, bro? You in the building? What's happening, Bram? How you doing?
What's happening, man? We just over here taking out the talking about what old boy did.
All right, what you got going on, bro? What's your thoughts on the Saints?
Huh?
What's your thoughts on the Saints win over the Carolina Panthers, bro? Heading into the, you think what we looking like against the Atlanta Falcons?
I think the Saints look pretty good against the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons defense need to step up a lot.
The defense is doing. I think the defense is doing their thing. That's probably going to be the sticking point for the rest of the season, cuz. But what do you think about the offense? What the Saints offense need to do to get it turned around, bro?
I need a quarterback for real. You need a quarterback.
I mean, ain't nobody walking in that door, though, Tubbs. Ain't nobody walking in that door, bro. I mean, so we got two choices. Actually, we're really two choices. I was about to say 3, but 2 choices is either your boy Taysom or it's Trevor Siemian. I know them some hard choices, bro, but damn, that's
I
all we
prefer
got.
Trevor
It ain't gonna be
Simmons.
booked, huh?
Trevor Simmons.
I said that's like maybe a mix of those two.
Yeah. I think
Like
they'd be
that.
better off with Trevor Simmons though at the starting quarterback.
Yeah, well, I mean, they had some success early on. They was able to put up 20 points they did in the fourth quarter, but at least they were doing a little bit more than what they're doing now. But I don't know, bro. I mean, I can get down with that, a mix of both of them.
Yeah, I can agree. But as far as the Falcons go, we should just whoop the Falcons, bro. The Falcons ain't got no defense or no offense.
You think we're gonna whip them like that? You know, it's a rivalry every time we get on there, bro.
I mean, by them being a rival team, it's gonna be a dogfight. Don't get me wrong. But all at the same time,
Give me a score on it, Tubbs. What you thinking?
I think it'll be a close game. I'd be like something like 38-27.
38-27 Saints. 20. You said 38-27?
38. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a Saints fan, so
hey, bro, I'm with y'all. Hopefully we can get that many points. That mean they figured it out offensively, bro. If we rolling like that, man. So, man, that'll work. But yeah, Tub, appreciate you chiming in on the show, my brother. Who that to you? Much love. Thank you for watching. Peace. That's Tubbs, man. Appreciate the brothers chiming in, man. Saying we need a quarterback. Appreciate y'all, brothers. All right, Rush Hour says Q. I go back when Dempsey. Oh man, yeah. Rush Hour, you throwback, fam. When Dempsey kicked the 63-yard field goal in 1970, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for your super chat, Rush Hour. And that's what I'm saying, fam. Like a lot of the family members who are like watch the Saints, they didn't know nothing but Coach Payton coming in here, and it's been success, a lot of success along with, he had some years in there after the Bountygate stuff tore up our team when we had those mediocre years until we were able to build ourselves up again. But for the most part, it's been success with Coach Payton since he's been here since 2006. So yeah, but prior to that, man, it wasn't shaking, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. We had Haslett running around and Aaron. Oh my goodness, Aaron Brooks. Oh my God, don't even talk about it. But yeah, just letting you know, man, it's just one of those things, man, where we respect the old school because the old school is why we got the new school now. And it was because of those people holding the Saints accountable that you've seen the successes that they have, man. That's for real. That's real deal Holyfield, I'm telling you. They were up in there and you had real, and not only just the family members supporting the team, but it was also reporters who were holding the team accountable too. People like Buddy Deliberto and Peter Finney. Those guys, I used to read their articles all the time. They ain't play no games with the Saints. Buddy D was hitting them hard in the press, and Peter Finney was hitting them writing articles, was tearing them up. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, this is they was letting them have it. They wasn't sitting up here appreciating toward them and all this kind of stuff and only reporting the positive stuff when it happened. No, they had unbiased coverage straight down the line. And when they were screwing it up, boy, they was giving it to them in that. It wasn't appreciate toward nobody. They was calling it like it is. So I even got to give them guys credit. We got Rich Rules in the building. We're going to bring that brother in the stream next. Brother Rich, how you doing? Brother Rich, can you hear me? Brother Rich is having problems. I can't hear you, Brother Rich. All right, tap back out, Brother Rich, and come back in. Brother Patrick said that's what Buddy D used to call them squirrels. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I remember they kicked Buddy D off the team playing one time. I think it was a couple of times when they did that to him. I mean, Uncle Paulie, he's a historian. Uncle Paulie remember them guys that I'm talking about. So a lot of you guys too, all you guys, man, remember that. Brother Eric says, Q, they remember the Bum Phillips. Oh my goodness. Oh my good. Bum Phillip Day. Oh my goodness. Oh, you talk about trash can, silver trash can. Oh my goodness, buddy. You going back to Bum Phillips. Damn. That was some bad ball. That was some sucky football back in the day. Mike Dick, the worst. Listen, we talk about bum. I think the worst football that I seen ever as a black and gold family member was the Mike Ditka days. Oh my, you talk about stupid, crazy, back ass, reverse logic, dumbass football decision making. Mike Ditka was probably had dementia operating the team. That dude was awful. This dumbass traded the entire draft for Ricky Williams and the first round pick to the next draft for Ricky Williams for one player. And then the guy he should have picked, which was Edgerrin James, is a Hall of Famer. That guy was a moron, man. He was, that was the worst, fam. Listen, y'all, right now we are fortunate to have this kind of success because let me tell you something, boy, what a moron. I'm telling you, a moron. Brother Rich, you in the building. Brother Rich, can you hear me? Yeah, I know. 504 said, yeah, I remember that, man. Yeah, the wedding dress. Man, y'all see, a lot of them don't remember how Ricky Williams let that man do that to him. I was like, who told him, listen, I got an idea. I got an idea. What we gonna do is I'm gonna go find a roster wig and you gonna put on the dress and then I'm gonna pretend like I'm like, what? And he said, and who thought that was a good idea? Who thought that was a good idea? Let me show y'all something here. Man, and Ricky Williams wedding dress. Hold on here. Let me show y'all something here. Man, who had an idea like that and say, you know what? This is a great idea. Let me do that. Man, are you crazy? And Ricky Williams was like, and I think that was, no. What he did the roster wig. I remember he had the roster wig when Ditka drafted him. Ditka put on, I'm gonna show you both the pictures. Give me a second. It was like Ditka, he was crazy. He was out of his top, man. That guy was a moron, man. They can talk about Mike Ditka as a Chicago Bear. Listen, I'm not a Bear. Now, whatever Ditka did for you as a Bear, that's for you. But that guy was an idiot when he came down to New Orleans. So the hell with them Chicago people that said Ditka was a legend, man. The hell he was. Look at this picture right here. Look at that picture there. For better or worse. And look at Ricky Williams with a dress on, decked down. That was an ESPN cover, sure was. Who thought, look at Ricky's face, man. Look at his face. You think he wanted to do that? Look at that dude. What part of this was a good idea? Look at Ricky's face. He's like, man, what, Ricky, you say no, Ricky. Say no. Look at his face. He is not enjoying this. He's not enjoying that. He is not enjoying that. I cannot believe it. Man, that was terrible, man. Listen, ESPN, y'all need your ass kicked for that one, man. I forgot that was ESPN. Look at that man. He ain't happy at all on there, man. That's terrible. And I think Shannon was picking at him. Look, he laughed about it. Now he probably high right now. That's all he do, smoke weed. But look at this right here. Look at this picture right here. Look at this guy. This guy crazy, man. Ricky Williams just happy to be a Saint. He got the 34. Look at this dude. Look at that. This dude was a moron, man. Like I said, this dude was an idiot, man. Oh, but I tell y'all, so we done saying some shit. Don't play with me now. Play with me. I'm sitting up here looking at this. I'm looking at what is going on here. This is not a good thing. What is going on? Bro, listen, we done been through some stuff here. Listen, man, let me tell you something. We done been through some stuff. I'm sitting up here looking like this. What is going on here? What is happening here? You think, now let me ask y'all something. You think Edgerrin James would have let Mike Ditka put him in a dress like that? Oh, that's like, man, I'm like, man, what the hell? I'm telling y'all people are young Who That's out there who didn't know nothing prior to the Sean Payton years. I'm trying to give you some game here. I'm sprinkling game on you. They wasn't aware about that Ricky Williams picture. I bust that one out on them. I'm telling you. We got Brother Rich. Brother Rich, welcome to the show. Brother Rich, can you hear me? Oh, Brother Rich's phone. We're having issues with his phone, man. Brother Rich, can you hear me? Uh-oh. Oh, his phone is just not acting right, man. Brother Rich, the phone not acting right for you. Yeah, but see, I'm just giving the family and the young who that's a taste of what that old stuff used to be, man. That what you think that wasn't even the worst thing that we did as a black. Just enjoy the success right now. just enjoy the success, fam. You know, because I remember we had some stuff, man. Like we was a joke, man. We was a it's a joke. You know, at the worst, I think the worst I've ever seen. And like it was like one of these moments, like when you just like put your head, like you just put your head down, all you be like, oh my God. It's like that is when, boy, listen, check this picture out. Look at this one here, fam. Y'all remember this? Do y'all remember this? This was the worst day. See, a lot of the young who that's don't remember this because this was a little bit ahead of them. But y'all remember this picture right here? This is Danny Warfel. I used to call him Danny Awful. He got his helmet turned backwards in the Carolina game, and it was so bad. That was when we bottomed out. Do y'all remember that? That was appreciate winning today. I'm telling you, man, you earned it. You earned it, Who Dat Nation. You earned it. So appreciate the wins. I'm telling you, appreciate the wins. Appreciate the wins because we came very far from those days when you seen Danny Awful Waffle running around on the field with his helmet turned backwards. Carolina guy grabbed his helmet and turned it around, and he's stumbling around. That's terrible. Y'all appreciate the wins that y'all have today. I'm telling you, man. I know I do. All right, we're gonna bring that OG in the building. OG, welcome to the show. How you doing, brother?
Hey, what's up, Big Q? What's going on, fam?
Going good, brother Jay. How you feeling, bro, about the win yesterday, my brother?
Man, look, Big Q, I feel good after the Saints win yesterday over the Carolina Panthers. And Who Dat Nation, like I said in the chat, no worries. It's just a little simple cold, but I'm all right. And it's not COVID related, so I'm okay. Y'all just pray for me, and I'll pray for y'all. So I'm doing okay. Y'all just continue sending prayers. So I'm gonna be all right. But I definitely feel good after that Saints win yesterday. Finally, we scored a touchdown.
Brother Jerry, I seen Brother Jerry. You was on the watch party. You was lit, Brother Jerry.
Man, dude, I was all over the place, man. I was all over the place, and I'm sure everybody in the chat enjoyed that. Hey, I mean, man, it was, dude, it was crazy. It was real crazy up in there.
Yeah, Brother Jerry, you was lit, my brother. I had to give it to you.
But other than that, we had a good time. Man. I mean, yep. I love enjoying watching the Saints game, even though I'm watching it on television and listening to y'all on the watch party and everybody in the chat. I mean, hey, it's just like it's like a dream come true. It's just a blessing right there.
Amen.
Very funny, Molly. Talking about I had my gun on my lap. I said, man, I know
you was lit, Jerry.
Man, shout out to Jamal, man. Shout out to Jamal, bro. That's who this funny, bro. Ooh, boy. But hey, man, like I said before, laughter is like medicine, man. You know, even though when the Saints win a game or the Saints lose a game, you know, sometimes it just make you feel good to laugh. Because laughter is like medicine. It's good for the soul, and we all can use that. Even headed in this brand new year of 2022. I mean, we just had to learn how to have a good time, man. And you know that's a good thing about me being here on the Sports Coma with you, Big Q, and the guys and everybody in the chat. That's why I love being over here with y'all because y'all keep it going over here.
We salute you. We salute you, OG.
Pepsi
You the man, bro.
Well, Pepsi zero sugar, whatever it is. It ain't liquor.
Well, brother Jerry, listen, man, I hope you feel better, my brother. Much love and health to you over there, bro. And I hope you feel better, my man. And I, as always appreciate you chiming in and appreciate your support. The OG, man. Wherever the OG goes, success follows, man. So much love to you, my brother, and feel better, bro.
Yeah, thank you, Big Q. I appreciate that, man. And once again, shout out to everybody in chat. And also, Big Q, before I leave, I think I remember that that Saints game against the Panthers. I know it was like in the I believe that was like in the late 90s, like 96, 97, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Let me get. I know it. Yeah, it was around that time frame, like 90. I want to say because he came, it was 99 or something like that. I want to say it was in 90. It was during the Dicker years when they had Waffle there because Waffle was a draft pick of Mike Dicker. I think he picked him up in the 4th round out of the University of Florida. I think he had, if I'm not mistaken, I think Waffle had won the championship or maybe 2 championships with Florida in the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
He was running. He ran not was it Steve Spurrier? Yeah, he ran Steve Spurrier's Florida offense. Yeah, and he had success there. And I think he won a championship or maybe 2 there under Spurrier. And the best they could do was a fourth round draft pick because the mark was on him as he was a smart quarterback, but he didn't have any athleticism. He had a weak arm, and he had decent accuracy. Short and intermediate, but he didn't have a big arm. That's why he fell as far as he did. But Mike Dicker say he was a Dicker type of guy, and Mike Dicker picked guys like Chris Naoli, and he passed on guys like Trey Thomas, and picking up Trey Thomas. He passed guys like that, talking about they're not Dicker guys, and that man was crazy, man. Oh, that dude was
that name before.
Oh yes, all pro offensive tackle, man, for years. Saints passed on him. And they got garbage like Chris Naoli, and he picked up Troy. I remember Troy Davis. I remember all that, man. All that crap. All that.
Yeah.
All that, bro.
Bad
years.
Maybe I was too young to remember because like I said, I didn't become a Saints fan until like August of 1996. So I was just learning about the New Orleans Saints. I mean, I know they've been in Louisiana for like years, but see, I didn't know anything about football because I was watching football with my dad. Because he's a big, big, big football fan. I'm talking about NFL and college, and maybe even high school. But I mean, like I said, I was too young to remember. Because I was like, I think it was in the 7th or 8th grade when that happened. When Danny Wuerffel was quarterback in the Saints. I think that was before Jeff Blake because by that time he was playing with Cincinnati.
Yeah, Jeff Blake came. Jeff Blake came after him to the Saints, and Blake actually was looking pretty good till he got hurt. That's how Aaron Brooks got in there. Jeff Blake got hurt. Aaron Brooks came in and
oh my God,
that's how he got the job. Jeff Blake was looking good.
Don't BQ, don't get me started with backwards Brooks, please. My God, do not get me started with that guy. I was glad after the 2005 season. When we went 3-13, I said to myself when I was young, when I just turned 21, I said, man, please get this quarterback out of New Orleans, please. And get me somebody that can lead the Saints to the next level. And that's when we got Breeze.
Yeah. And man, listen, we wasn't the destination that everybody thought we were. A lot of people thought Drew came here because he's seen and said, "Now Drew was trying to go to Miami, fam." One thing I don't romanticize the history about it. I tells it like it is because we lived it. A lot of people say, well, Drew was just smitten by New Orleans, maybe after the fact, but he was trying to go to Miami. And Nick Saban was over there for 1 year. They went 8-8, and he made the choice. And Nick Saban was the head coach and general manager. That's how he got the Miami job after he left LSU and was there for 1 year. Then he went to Alabama. He was the one that made the decision to go with Dante Culpepper over Drew Brees, and the loser would end up as the Saints quarterback. So Drew wanted to go to Miami, and they said, no, we taking Culpepper, so Drew came here. That's what happened.
I remember that.
And then if you want to raise it a level above that, Tom Benson really didn't want when we talk about Sean Payton joining earlier than that, the Sean Payton saga. Sean Payton had several interviews that he went on. He wasn't the guy that Tom Benson wanted. Tom Benson wanted Gary Kubiak, who was coming off of 2 back-to-back. What was it? He had won championships as an offensive coordinator. He had that on his resume, and he was looking for a head coaching job. Tom Benson wanted Gary Kubiak to be the head coach. But what messed it up was Kubiak got an offer from Houston, and he asked Tom Benson would he match the deal. And Tom Benson told him no. That's all right, you go. And that's how he ended up with Sean Payton.
Right time, though.
He told him no. He said, nah, that's all right. And then he went to Sean Payton. But if it wasn't for the money, he wanted Gary Kubiak. It's just strange how it all played out. It worked for the Saints in the end when you got Coach Payton and then you got Drew Brees. Both of it's just strange how the history is, being that I remember it. But it's funny how it all worked up and lined up for the Black and Gold Nation.
Yeah.
That Coach Payton came out, he had all the success, and then Drew Brees joined him after he was chosen over for Culpepper in Miami. Then he came here as the backup plan. So it's all funny how it all happened. Like, this wasn't their initial persons, their decisions. It was fallbacks, and it still worked out for the benefit. So, I mean, it's just funny how that history goes. But, Brother Jerry, thank you, man, for chiming in. Bro, feel better, man, and much love to you, my friend.
Same to you, Big Q. And once again, I said in the chat, I said I wasn't going to try to come on here, but I can't let my Who Dat Nation down. Whether I'm sick or well, I'm going to give it my 100% talking New Orleans Saints football with y'all. It ain't nothing but love over here. That's why I love you all so much, and there's absolutely nothing y'all can do about it. And let's get ready for these low down, good for nothing Atlanta fail gowns. Shout out to Big Low. What in the world, bro?
Oh, thank you,
he
Jared.
Can put that as his da-da-da. That's a Superman tag. Shout out to my guy, Big Low, man. Shout out, you cool dude, man.
Yeah, Low, that's my brother, man. Good dude, man. Good dude, real good dude. Him and his family, man. Coach Roney, they really terrific people, man. Great people. Yep, big ups to the fam over there at Big Low Country. All right, Brother Jerry, thank you, my brother, and feel well. We're gonna talk to you later, my brother. Who that?
All right, man. Yeah, y'all be blessed.
All right, that's the OG, man. The OG, man, always representing, man. Love Brother Jerry, man. The whole family love Brother Jerry because Brother Jerry is a dude that keeps it real. You're a great dude, man. Love the OG. All right, Rich Rules. Thank you, Brother Rich. I'm sorry that you couldn't get on, bro. Brother Rich tried to get on. He just kept having those connection issues. He says, snow got me out here in Virginia, but all the streets are taken on the bandwagon now that we got to the doorsteps of the playoffs. Thank you, Brother Rich, for your super chat, my friend. Appreciate you. And we had another one there. What's Jimmy Flippins? Thank you for your super chat, Jimmy. He says, remember that game in the early 2000s, the Saints versus Carolina. If the Saints win, they go to the playoffs. Amazing laterals as time ran out and they scored in a miracle. I remember. Oh my goodness. See, the Jacksonville game. Remember that game when the Saints did this fantastic play? Was it the Music? It wasn't the Music City Miracle. Was that what it was called? Y'all correct me in the chat. Educate me in the chat. But the game where they kept siphoning the ball back and they scored, and then who was the kicker? Oh man, Carney goes out there and missed the extra point for. I was like, man, I'm telling y'all, for the family members who don't know, prior to Coach Payton, man, listen, we been through some stuff. I had a friend of mine, matter of fact, this is a true story now. Had a friend of mine who was a diehard Saints person, and his father was a diehard Saints person. Man, I kid you not, that brother's father died after that play. That play I just talked about with Jacksonville and the Saints. After that play, he had a heart attack and passed away. For real. Serious stuff, y'all. Now, I don't play like that. But that man, and then the brother said he ain't watched no more Saints games. He really kind of blamed the Saints for it. He said, I don't watch Saints football no more because of that. Serious stuff now. So, I mean, they got some true. When I tell you diehards, man, I'm not playing with your ass. I'm keeping it real with you on that. I'm telling the real deal. Thank you, Jimmy, for that. Yeah, I remember that, man. The family got all, look at this. Look at all these names. Oh, my God. Heath Schuler. We dropped that silver trash can. Danny Waffle, Heath Schuler. I'm telling you, listen, we are fortunate to be in a success culture with Coach Payton, man. Listen, listen, Coach Payton and the success culture that he brought to the New Orleans, man. Listen, prior to that, we had some success with guys like Jim Mora, but man, let me tell you something. Far and few in between when you go with Mike Dicker and Jim Haslett and all these other, you talked about Bum Phillips and all these other guys. Man, listen, just absorb and enjoy the winning for real. Brother Prime says we'll be in and get to play the Rams karma. Yeah, get some little payback on the Rams there. How about that? Thank you for the super chat, fam. Yeah, Etra says Daniel Carr Waffle played from 97. Thank you, baby. Appreciate that. Dropping that. What's up, brother Damien? He says, who that boy had them slugs in his mouth. He came out of Iowa State. Oh, yeah, Troy Davis. Yeah, you talking about Troy Davis, man. He was the runner up to the Heisman. One of the family members said, yeah, Danny Waffle won the Heisman that year coming out of Florida. Troy Davis was like he was a 4th or 5th round pick. He was a running back. And he was like, I think he had back-to-back years of like 2,000-yard rushing campaigns. He was a runner up to the Heisman. He was on the Heisman list with Waffle that year, and they picked Troy Davis, and that dude couldn't do a damn thing. I mean, boy, you won't talk about silver trash cans. Boy, we done seen them all, man. Alex Molden, whose son's playing in the league, he was a first round. Remember Alex Molden, how bad he was? Man, we done seen some trash, man. We done seen silver can trash, so just enjoy the winning right now, fam. We're going to bring in Big Sean. What's up, Sean? How you doing, my brother? Can you hear me, Sean? Brother Sean, you're live and direct, my brother. You're muted. There you go. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. Brother Sean, you unmuted, but I still can't hear nothing from you, bro. Yeah, Troy Davis wasn't very tall, bro. He wasn't very tall. Bro, I know. T. Scott says, yeah, Molden was horrible. Yeah, he was. Boy, you won't talk about bad cornerbacks. He was a first-round draft pick, dude. He was terrible. Alex Molden was awful. Now, his son, I think his son is a lot better. He's a little undersized, but Molden was a bum extraordinaire. I'm just going to keep it real with you. You know, calls it like I see it, but Molden was a bum. B-U-M, taxi cab driver. Bum. That's what he was. Sean, I can't hear you, bro. Pop out and pop back in, my brother, and we'll see if that'll work for you. All right, Pelicans Nola said we traded. Yeah, I remember that for Dallas with Walsh and left Troy Aikman with them. Remember Ice Baby? It was, yeah, I remember that. On Q93, they was playing Walsh Baby, building it up, and Walsh came here. Steve Walsh came here and was trash. Boy, they had a little promotion behind him. They had a song and everything. Boy, he failed to live up to it. Yeah. Debbie said they got something. Man, we've been through it all. And if that you been through the trash and you ain't fall off and like, man, and go watch somebody else and pick somebody else's team. No, they got some, like Debbie said, loyal Saints family members, man, that been with the team through the thick and thin. Yeah, it was tough, man. It was some tough stuff, but we ain't go nowhere. We still roll with the squad, man. We roll with the squad, but we wasn't here just being quiet about it. We made sure that you got it right. I'm telling you, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to speak up and speak out. You're not supposed to button your lip and watch them lose. Nah, let them hear. Let them hear. Like when they hear you when you happy, let them hear you when you're not happy. That's balance of the universe. If you, I'm gonna let them be happy and be sit out, man. We go out to the airport and welcome them in on the bus. You talking about on 2 or 3 game losing streaks. They're family members out there in the rain at the airport when you could do that. And then when they would go down airline to their facility, the family members would be lined up down the street coming in with signs pouring down raining. Welcome the Saints back, and they on the 3 game losing streak. Y'all remember that? Some diehards here, man. Diehards, man. We done been through it. So yeah, you got to open that mouth, man. When they doing good and when they doing bad, you got to let them know if you upset about something. You got to let them know, hell, you the money behind the man. How you gonna go be a solid partner? You gonna be a solid partner? That's what you gonna do? Oh no, I'm gonna be a loud partner. That's what I'm gonna be, a loud partner. Yeah, I ain't going there with you, Tramal, on that. Eli Apple and Jason David. You can cut that out. I seen somebody pop up Stanley Jean Baptiste. Bro, I remember all that, bro. That was during the Coach Payton years, by the way. Yeah, Corey White. Yeah, Usama Young. Yeah, I remember all those guys. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Carl Smith was the play call. You talking about vanilla? After that some bitch, that's all he ate for dinner was vanilla ice cream because he had no imagination whatsoever. Yeah, we had Jim Everett when he was bad, Dada. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, we had, see, these diehards, man. So for the young family members who don't remember all of those days, listen, you're fortunate to be in the winning way. So just enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. Ramsey says, hey, Q, remember when we had Everett as QB? Yeah, Everett, we had him at the wrong time. The offense that they had running in out there, and at the time it was Los Angeles Rams when they had Flipper Anderson and Aaron Cox, Cleveland Gary. I remember all that stuff, man. You know, all that stuff, man. With the Rams, they had a good offense. They used to tell the Saints up. The Rams, man. The Rams, that rivalry with the Rams, that goes back to them old NFC West days, baby. Remember the NFC West, baby. Remember the NFC West. It was the Saints, the Falcons, the Rams, and the 49ers in the old NFC West before they reformatted. They had some battles with the Rams, the Falcons, and the Niners, man. We had some battles. I'm telling you, that history is deep. Yeah, with the Who Dat, man. Yeah, I remember that old NFC West, baby. The old NFC West. Love it. Yeah, man, that feels good to go back and reminisce, man. Because even though we look at the trash cans, but listen, the Saints come a long way having a family. Haven't we? We've come a long way, man. We've come a very long way to get the winning. Through all of the stuff, we came a long way. So just enjoy it. Enjoy it. Joe, look at Joe says, Flipper killed us. Yeah, I know. Flipper Anderson, bro. They could not. Flipper Anderson was their speedster. They could not do nothing with Flipper. Flipper Anderson was a speedster. He'd get behind the Saints secondary. He'd be out there catching touchdowns, running on that ball. We had to fight with the Rams. We had battles with the Rams. We had battles with the 49ers. They had Joe Montana out there. We was battling against Joe Montana. And most of them games with the Niners, the Niners will win the game. They won most of them, to be honest with you. But they will only win between 3 to 7 points. That was the thing. They never blew us out. It was always either 3 to 7 point wins that they would get the games. But we used to battle with the Niners, with Jerry Rice on there, Johnny Taylor, Brent Jones, and all them boys from the 49er Nation. We would battle with them boys. But I remember them old days with the Rams, the Niners, and battling the Falcons. That was some good old school football, man. I enjoyed that. All right, yeah. That was good. I feel good to go back down that memory lane with the family members about that, man. There's a lot of old diehards in here. Dada said Michael Haynes left ATL. Yep. Ashley Ambrose. That's what. Yeah, I like Ashley, man. He was the cornerback. Played for the Falcons. Came here with the Saints. Had a pretty good little stint with the Saints. Yeah, Michael Haynes used to tear the Saints up. He was their deep threat. Opposite of who else they had? They had Andre Rison. They had Rison out there. Remember Andre Rison before he went to Chiefs? He was out there, and it was him and Michael Haynes. And Michael Haynes was their deep threat, just like Flipper was the Rams' deep threat. And he would get behind the Saints secondary ball, and they would tear the Saints up. We had battles with the Falcons, man. And I'm telling you, man. You go, and then the Niners had Jerry Rice and John Taylor. Boy, Roger Craig, Tom Rathman behind there with Joe. Man, come on, bro. We used to battle with them boys, man. But anyway, we're going to bring in another caller here. We got PM. I think that's Purple Marcus. Welcome to the show, young brother.
Yes. I want to talk about the game. I mean, we put on a good show to defeat the Panthers. Our defense played good football. Our offense played good enough football to win us the game. And we didn't. There wasn't a chance for the Panthers offense to just pull away. And we kept it close all game. And then when we scored a touchdown, and CJ Gardner-Johnson, wasn't that his second game-winning pick? He had one against Tom. He had one the first time he played Tom Brady this year. Then he had one. Then he had that one on Sam Darnold. So CJ Gardner-Johnson played clutch. Demario Davis was locking up DJ Moore, and then Saints defense, Cameron Jordan played good football.
Hmm.
3.5 sacks. He knew what he was doing. He's having a great end of the year, and he's showing why he has been such a good player for the Saints these years, these long years that he's played for the Saints. Even if we don't make the playoffs, I'm happy how this team's forming at the end of the year. And I think next year we're going to be able to make a stretch. Our team held down our ground, and they came into the dome, and they couldn't take away the dome spirit.
Yeah, young brother, I got to commend you. That was a really good breakdown there. And listen, man, uh, you're absolutely positively right, man. The Saints, um, we're not perfect right now, but what they can't say about the Saints is that the Saints are not playing with spirit, at least on the defense, and defense is really, really feeding offense. And listen, we kind of nostalgic right now, talking about a lot of the old school stuff in the building. But remember, the offense carried the Saints, early on before the Saints defense got going. And then years later, we got the pieces. We started to focus on getting that defense where our offense had all that success. Where we were a top 5, top 10 passing offense, a complete offense in the league. Now the defense is on task. Now the defense is carrying the team with the special teams are helping out. So even it's not our traditional in terms of the Coach Payton years, the offense that we accustomed to with the 10 to 15, the top 10 offense, top 5 offense is not that. We're on the back end of this thing. But right, you're absolutely right. The spirit and the energy of the family members in the dome and the defense itself is really electrifying and carrying the team. And hopefully we can kind of turn the thing around offensively speaking. Let's talk offense because you're absolutely right about the defense and the Saints feeding, and it came alive in the second half. In the first half, I was like, man, what the heck is going on here? It was kind of bland football, like I said before, but then the second half started and it kind of elevated and it really became something. So let's talk offense right here with you, Marcus. Talk to me about the Saints offense. What you think about the Saints offense? Do you think it gets going? You think Taysom Hill will figure it out? What you think is the answer to fixing the Saints offense?
Jameis Winston, keeping with what we got. Taysom Hill isn't the best quarterback. I mean, he's a better player than Jameis Winston, but he's not a better quarterback. I mean, he can play quarterback, yeah, but is he going to consistently get the Saints 21 points a game? He didn't even score 21 points this game against a defense that was banged up a bit. He couldn't. He just wasn't doing his job as much as his competition. He lost the job. So you cannot expect to be you can't expect him to do much when you just look back at the teams that he played when he went 3-1. Played a quarterbackless Broncos, bad Falcons team has been bad for years and years and years. Played them twice, and he still fumbled in that game a lot. He fumbled in those games against the Eagles. He finally went up against a decent enough team, and they beat him. I mean, Taysom Hill's not the guy. As long as we get our pieces back, we get another receiver, or Quan Baker's the answer, and I really think he is, but he still hasn't gotten a shot. So when we get our pieces back, and we maybe draft another receiver, Jameis Winston, we should sign him back because we might have around like $30 million next year. Maybe if we just extend a lot of people, make a couple pay cuts, could have around like 30 to 60 million. That's going to be a big up for the Saints. Actually having something to really work with this year. I think we can actually make a stretch next year. If James Winston comes back, Malcolm Thomas comes back, he comes back to his same old self, and Alvin Kamara does what he's done this last couple games in the season, and Jameis Winston is probably going to be doing what he did against Green Bay. Games like that against the Washington football team, he did stuff like that. That's probably was going to happen, and then Marquez Callaway, he's definitely going to get better working against bums, third string bums, because look what he's doing now against bad bums. look who he's going to be going up against. I mean, like, he's going to get starter bumps. He's doing good with him. And then now you're going against third string guys. Yeah. And then he's just going to be a good player. For the Saints as a third string wide receiver and having Deontay Harris as a deep threat and a speedy slot guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jordan Humphrey as someone in the chat said, yeah, I mean, he's probably gonna be good because he's just that big guy. But even though his name is like little, but he's
He
not little.
plays big. Yeah.
In a short time, his short time playing with the Saints as a starter, he's played good football. He had that touchdown. He's shown that he can be a playmaker when the Saints are just beat up and total. I mean, it's good football. Our O line needs to get it together, maybe draft another guy, and then I think our offense doesn't need to do much. If our defense can do what it did this year, we're not gonna need an offense that's gonna be scoring 30 points a game. Around 20 to 27 points a game. That's what we need. And you see Jameis, he did that. So defense plays how we did this year, we'll be looking at a Super Bowl contending team because it's just well-rounded. Special teams offense can just score around 24 points a game, 27, 30, around that. And then defense lockdowns allows 10 points a game to 17, 20. We're going to be looking at a Super Bowl contending team if just the offense can pick it up a bit more. And James Winston has done that. He went 5-2 until Devin White destroyed our year. I mean, it was disgusting. And then we burned them by only scoring 9 points. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Hell, Brady was 0. And imagine what's going to happen if James Winston can go out and score 30 points. Because next year, first game we play the Bucks, we're probably going to destroy them. I think it's going to be a good next year. At least a divisional round appearance. I think we're going to be good as long as this offense does that.
Hey, man, 1,000% I agree with you, brother Marcus. You're absolutely right. I think the Saints defense they're up there, man. They're fantastic. The special teams have crystallized too. Without Will Lutz, Blake Gillikin has made us to a degree forgotten about a first ballot Hall of Fame punter in Tommy Morstead. And like I said, Deontay Harris returns to his role that he's comfortable with. Even seen some stuff from the young guys like Easop Winston, who did a really good job in why Deontay was suspended for those 3 games, stepped right on in and handled the business. So I agree with you on Jameis Winston. I'm also a Jameis Winston guy. I can only imagine what kind of season Jameis would have had if that dirty, rotten skunk in there didn't pull him down like what he did. I can only imagine what kind of season Jameis would have had. He went out with 14 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. And I'm looking, he would have had a phenomenal year. It was stolen from him from the Skunkaneers. And I think that's a lot of that. The Saints play with that on their mind and on their heart. And that elevated him into when the Tampa Bay win, and it's carrying them in this season, I think. So we got a few things to figure out. We're not perfect offensively, but I do have faith that the Saints will figure a lot of those offensive issues out moving forward. But our defense and the special teams gives us a chance to win games. But Marcus, thank you for chiming in, bro. You're a fantastic youngster, man, with a great Saints mind. Keep doing what you're doing, young brother. You are terrific, and it was great to hear from you today.
Thank you.
All right. Go ahead, bro.
All right. Thank you. I mean, offense got to do those things to be good. O-line's got to get better because the O-line's it's hard to watch. Its guys just look clueless. So when we get some guys back, we get some veterans in free agency. I see us being a Super Bowl contending squad, at least divisional. At least that's my at least for the team. And James Winston, if he comes back to the Saints, but I think he's gonna come back because he's gonna be one to get a Super Bowl ring. That's exactly why he came back instead of going to another team like the Broncos that were gonna be bad. and I think this next year's our year. I really think it's our year next year. Jimmy Smith's probably gonna throw for 4,000 yards, 37 touchdowns to like 5 picks. I mean, I used to like to see our offense next year. I'd like to see our team next year. It's gonna be great. Thank you for having me, and I hope you have a good night.
Thank you, brother Marcus. You too, my friend, and thank you for joining us. Who that?
Who that to you?
All right, that's young brother Purple Marcus, man. Terrific young Saints mind, man. It was fun talking to the young brothers. Always fun talking to the young brothers about it, and from all kids about it. But yeah, my son, my youngest son, he sounds just like Marcus. He got the same type of mentality. He knows about football, man, and he talks. Yeah, I gotta have to bring him up here one of these days. Let him talk to y'all about the Saints. Oh man, but thank you, Purple Marcus, bro. Much love to you, young brother. Appreciate it. All right, we're gonna bring in brother Sean. Brother Sean, welcome to the stream, bro. How you doing? Can you hear me, brother Sean? Oh man, it's brother Sean's sound just ain't working. Yeah, I don't know if it's StreamYard or whatever, but yeah, it happened with brother Rick too. Brother Rich was same issue. So no, I can't hear you, brother Sean. I'm sorry, bro. All right, that's brother Sean there. We got JG. He'll be our last call for the night. JG, welcome to the stream. Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Welcome to the show, my brother. How you feel about that Saints win?
Wait, say it. Hold on. My mic is not working for some reason.
This game not as historic, except Robert Quinn broke Richard Dent's franchise record in front of Virginia.
All right. Seemed like brother JG, as his mic wasn't working. Are you still there, bro? Can you hear me? You unmute yourself, Jay. I can't hear you, bro. There you go. I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Yeah. Well, it was a good victory. We haven't won the Superdome since Halloween. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, you're right. Halloween, man. That was the last time we got it. What you think goes on against Atlanta? What happens with the Atlanta game?
Well, you know what? I'm kind of pretty nervous because every time we play Atlanta, it gives us problems for some reason.
That rivalry.
Division rivals.
Yep.
It ain't going to be no easy walk in the park like Carolina. They're going to bring it to us. Got to be ready for that matchup.
Give me some keys to victory. How do you think it some keys to victory what the Saints got to do to get the win against Atlanta?
Well, first of all, we got to run the ball consistently. Offensive line needs to block because Alvin Kamara have been looking like Alvin Kamara. Play mistake-free football. Don't throw no stupid interceptions.
Right.
And that's basically it. And I know our defense is going to do pretty well. So.
Do you think our offense figured it out? Offensively speaking, we got the touchdown first time in 11 quarters. Can we continue scoring touchdowns? Do you think we get the touchdowns we need to not only take care of business against Atlanta, but in the playoffs, if we're fortunate to get into the playoffs with a 49er loss and the Saints win, you think that we can continue that into the playoffs?
Yeah, I hope, because we ain't going nowhere with just making field goals in the first, second, and third quarter. But I have to put something together.
Yeah, you're right, Jay.
I think hopefully the 49ers lose. And then we're going to have to really play the Rams if we make it to the playoffs, basically. That's going to be a tough matchup.
Yeah, we ain't got no choice. We got to fix some of those offensive woes that we are. But I'm feeling pretty good about it because the Saints ain't scared of no ghosts on no. When we talk about going on the road, the Saints are a road team this year. Dome team, I was a little nervous. But on the road, the Saints are really comfortable on the road. And being that this will be the last time the Saints play in the Dome unless they end up being a low. Well, they're going to enter as the lowest seed. So I don't think there'll be a scenario where they'll go to the dome. But I'm totally comfortable with them being on the road because they are really comfortable on the road. So this could work.
Yeah, it could work. We just need to clean it up on offense. Just need to clean it up. Got the score in first quarters.
Right. You're right, Jay. You're right. We got to get that scoring going, bro. All right, and I'm gonna give you the floor for the last moment. What's your last thoughts on the black and gold moving forward, bro?
Well, I actually think we're gonna make it to the playoffs. I think the Rams have something to play for, so they're gonna play hard and they have better talent than the 49ers. So I think we can put it out. We win against the Falcons, then 49ers lose. We make it to the playoffs, and we'll see so forth.
I like your realism, Jay.
Yep.
But listen, young brother, I appreciate you chiming in as usual, bro. Much love to you, bro. And who that to you, young brother?
All right.
We got some young who that. We got some young who that's in there dropping it, man. Let me tell you something. Proud of the Who Dat Nation, man. Rush, I'm gonna do that, man. I'm gonna bring him on. Let him talk to you, man. He watches the show and he come when during the live stream he'll pop in and he'll be watching the game and stuff like that. So I think it'd be pretty cool to bring him here and let him talk Saints with y'all, man. Y'all be kind of he's like, well, it's Big Q South, of course. He gonna know the Saints, of course. But it's cool, man. It's cool, man. It's cool hearing them talk about it, man. But listen, we about to clock out. But listen, we got Tyrese, the last Saint, in here. We're gonna give Tyrese the floor. Tyrese, I got a few, maybe about 3 or 4 minutes, bro. I give you the floor for the few minutes before we clock out, bro.
Yo, what's up, man? What's going on?
Good, bro. Welcome to the stream. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Out in this freezing cold, 30-degree weather. Wisconsin like Baton Rouge.
Yeah, it's cold, bro.
It's going. Shit, I can't hear you. Probably having audio technicalities. Hold on a second.
Can you hear me, Tyrese?
Barely.
All right. Go ahead, bro. I'm about to end the stream, but you're the last man standing as the last Saint. So go ahead and give your thoughts on the Saints, bro, before we close out.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was a good, dominant game by the defense. Definitely missed DeMario and Quan Alexander last game against Miami. I told the Miami fans that Miami's win streak was very fraudulent. I told them they got a lot of people prophesizing and lying to them about Tua Tagovailoa. Because, we had a good offense at the time. We wouldn't be worried about the playoff season and whatnot. Otherwise, I like how I like the connection between the wide receivers and the QB. Definitely need to fix the AK and the Taysom Hill situation. Because these guys are not on the same page. They both off the book and off the grid. So hopefully that can get fixed for the Falcons matchup.
Right.
Definitely like what I'm seeing regarding the special teams. Because if the offense can't score a touchdown, at least Brett Maher not out here trying to get himself fired. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can forget about running the football because that shit is not going to work. This offensive line is garbage. This offensive line is trash. I don't know how Alvin Kamara can slip through because anytime Tony Jones Jr., Mark Ingram, or Dwayne Washington, whenever we forget about them, they try to run in, that damn wall goes up, man. That wall looks so strong. I thought I'd hear MAGA screams out here. You know what I'm saying? But otherwise, we definitely need to keep it up with the passing. Antonio Brown, crazy. I don't know what's going on, Antonio Brown, but maybe we can sign him. If something happens, maybe if the 49ers lose against the Rams, because I won't lie, man, I think Cam Jordan is gonna kill Matt Ryan this upcoming Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Because that left side of the offensive line literally collapsed whenever Cam was coming in. Thanks to pressure for the interior and the other side of the edge. And I'm gonna need these guys to fix their tackling too. You know what I'm saying? They out here looking like Marcus Williams in 2017. I don't know why they're scared to get to the midsection or whatnot. Because they literally whiffing a few bit of times. But overall, Nice performance. I like it. I feel it.
Yeah,
I love
it was to be honest with you, yeah, it was pretty good watching the Saints do their thing, bro. And I was a little frustrated, and I'm like, man, because they weren't getting on the same page. And I think a couple of those drives would have been successful for touchdowns. It gets to points where they don't know, the quarterback and the wide receiver wasn't on the same page, like you said. We've seen that. Hopefully, we can get that fixed. That's communication issues, man, and figure out which way they're going. That's communication between the quarterback and a wide receiver, or running back, or tight end. So, Deontay Harris is back on the offense. We get another excellent player. Hopefully we get some offensive. We got Eric McCoy coming back. Hopefully we get Ramczyk back. He's been gone for over a month now? Been a month,
month and a half.
Games. Yeah, that's a long time for Ryan Ramczyk. Hopefully this guy getting close enough where he can be able to get in there. We know Teron Armstead's not going to be there, but at least get some of our offensive linemen together to get some of those wretched backups off the field to help the running attack, man. So, we'll see how it all shapes, but I think it'll be positive going forward, man.
Yeah, I think so too. You know what I'm saying? I think I won't say that the offense is necessarily catching up all the way. I like the fact that I'm tripping. Because if he was on that field, I think we'd be straight. We wouldn't be complaining. But Deontay Harris, I'm glad that Deontay Harris was in the game, because that allowed for Marquez Callaway to go off. If he would have caught a few passes, he would have had another good 100-yard game. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are giving up on my guy, Marquez Callaway, but when you're getting smoked by number one corners all game, at least you battling for something. And I think next season is going to be a good year for him. When Michael Thomas comes back and you get you a bona fide number one wide receiver. People keep on telling me we drafting the O-lineman in the first round, and sadly, I believe them. Sadly, I believe them, boys. But, he's definitely keeping up the pressure. Traquan Smith a bust. I'm sorry. These third round draft picks ain't doing nothing right now. People keep on telling me. I was listening to Hoodie. You know how I got the Taysom Hill excuses. Hoodie got the Adam Trautman excuses that he need like 5 years so he can turn into I forgot his George Kittle for the 49ers. But look, man, we ain't trying to wait for all that. We need some process right now. Hopefully he don't re-injure himself or re-catch COVID. Because these guys are just falling apart on this, man. And I'm pretty sure that the Rams are gonna beat, the 49ers. Even though Matthew Stafford like to let the other team win. But get ready for that 7th seed. I feel like it's coming. The Rams might smoke our pack, or we might even pull out the W, but at least we get in there. Because January is very boring month without football.
Yeah, we need to get in there, man. We need the Rams to take care of business. That's nothing against the 49er family members that's watching the stream. But you know how it goes, family. We're trying to get in that thing. We need y'all participation to not participate very well to help out the black and gold. And we'll get in there. We'll send you a king cake. We'll appreciate it. But anyway, with that being said, thank you, Tyrese, for joining the stream. Much love to you, bro. You stay warm out there, bro.
I try. I'm dying to get hot out here.
All right, bro. Who that?
All right, who that, man?
That's brother Tyrese chiming in. Appreciate him in there. And much love to the family. We had a lot of great callers tonight, man. I appreciate everybody for chiming in. And I'm sorry for some of the brothers who couldn't chime in, who had technical difficulties. Brother Rich and brother Sean, Big Sean. Sorry, y'all about the tech issues. I don't know what was going on with that. But listen, I appreciate everybody chiming in. If you hadn't hit the like button, please feel free to hit the like button. I had a good time talking with the family Monday. Tomorrow is Patreon. Tuesday will be on Patreon. So if you want to join us on Patreon, it's also for the YouTube members as well. You can join the Patreon at patreon.com/the Pro Media Network. It's patreon.com/the Pro Media Network. That'll be available. Also, we'll be starting a new show this week. The TSC Unleashed will be on Patreon too. So we have a new show where we cover all of the sports that'll be on Patreon. We have a new show where we talk about other real stuff that'll be on Patreon as well. So if you want to join, go in the description section below and check it out, patreon.com/the Pro Media Network. and you can still catch a lot of unlocked content over 80 something shows that we did that's locked in our YouTube basis. TSC Q&A live is part of the YouTube membership package, so you can do that. And also I like to thank all the family members that are YouTube members and Patreon champions as well. I appreciate all you guys for your support, and also appreciate the rest of the family members for the things that you do as well. Also, feel free to check out the merch shops. We have several different merch shops. We're going to be adding new gear for the Pelican stuff and the Saints stuff this year. We got a designer, maybe 2 of them that we're rolling out. We'll be doing some stuff that we're working in the new year as well. And we're going to keep this thing rolling with our website, the headquarters, which is the whothatdaily.com, where all our headquarter content is at. All that stuff. So a lot of stuff going on, just to keep it real with you. So with that being said, I appreciate all you guys for real. Thank you for joining us. I'll see most of you guys on the Patreon. Tuesday show tomorrow. Wednesday, we'll be back for the rest of the family members. And Thursday, Big Low will join us for the Thursday guest party, or the guest preview stream. So yes, Big Low. One of the family members asked me about Low. I think it was Ramsey. Yeah, Ramsey Low. We already worked that out. We'll make an appearance on the guest preview, which will be Thursday at 7 o'clock Central Time. So Low will be in the building to talk Saints and Falcons. You know, Low is a good dude. Him and his fam will be here, and we'll have some fun talking Saints and Falcons in the final week of the regular season, fam. So really excited about this week. We need a win against our rivals, the Falcons. We also need the 49er family members that's out there to help us out. By losing to the Rams, we'll send you a king cake. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all for joining. Trying to bribe their ass with food. Ain't that cool? Much love to the family. Appreciate y'all for being there. And I'm going to holler at y'all later. Tonight will be the Pelican post-game report. We'll be recapping the Pelicans matchup. They're currently losing right now to the Jazz, 98-83. DC will be, he's my co-host on the show. We'll be doing that later on tonight. So with that being said, I'm going to pop out on you. Much love to the family members. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. #1 sports talking D. We ain't like Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies in the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, Who Dat Nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Say they gon' beat them Saints. Who that? Who that? Who that say they gon' beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gon' beat them Saints? Who that?
The WhoThatDaily.com. That's right, the WhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who Dat and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, the WhoThatDaily.com is your site. The WhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who Dat in all of us.